Hi everyone, welcome back to Pacific Front channel. Recently, Australia has shortlisted TKMS and MHI for the supply of 11 new frigates for the Royal Australian Navy as part of its C-3000 Tier 2 Surface Combatant project. And Australian DoD also said the winner will be announced over the coming weeks. So, while we are waiting, let's discuss it a little bit. Let's compare both MEKO A-200 and Mogami and see which one is the best for Australia. Stay tuned. The C-3000 program emerged from the independent analysis of the Navy surface fleet, which found that the Navy needed to grow and embrace a two-tiered structure. Instead of procuring 12 Tier 1 combatants as planned with 3 Hobart-class destroyers and 9 Hunter-class frigates, the review recommended that the Navy instead acquire 9 Tier 1 vessels with 3 Hobart and 6 Hunter-class and a fleet of 11 Tier 2 general-purpose frigates. They also recommended what capabilities the new frigate should have, including the ability to operate a helicopter, limited air and missile self-defense capabilities, a towed array sonar, lightweight torpedoes, and the ability to undertake force protection, maritime, and land strike missions. These ships will operate independently and in conjunction with Hobart and Hunter class to secure maritime trade routes and northern approaches and escort military assets. The Australian government subsequently adopted the recommendation and directed the DoD to pursue what has become known as Project C-3000. The program will see 11 frigates built for the Navy, with the first 3 built at the original shipyard, while the remaining ships will then be built in Australia. This program will approximately cost 7 to 10 billion Australian dollar over the next 10 years, including 1.5 billion dollar for sustainment. Interestingly, to allow for the contract could be signed before 2026 and delivery in 2029, Australia is implementing a zero design change approach, meaning that the Navy will receive a design fully specified to existing foreign criteria. This approach is 180 degrees different than the acquisition approach used by the Navy, which are platform designed overseas and customized for the RAN requirements, including the integration of Australian-specific weapons, sensors, and combat systems. Now, let's look at the 2 remaining contenders, starting with MEKO A-200. South Africa was the original launch customer for the MEKO A-200 with 4 ships in 1999, followed by Algeria with 2 ships in 2012 and Egypt with 4 in 2018. All have their specific requirements, making it a diverse design with variety of weapons, sensors, and combat systems. Since the requirement emphasizes on a design from an existing foreign navy criteria, notionally, the TKMS bid for this project will focus on the most recent configuration represented by the Egyptian Al-Aziz class. Al-Aziz class has a length of 118 meter, beam of 14.8 meter, draft of 4.3 meter, and displacement of 3,700 tons. Powered by a Kodak Warp engine configuration, she has a maximum speed of 28 knots and a range of 7,200 nautical miles. Al-Aziz class has a complement of 120 personnel and has a flight deck and hangar that can accommodate 2 helicopters and a VTOL drone. She is equipped with an Ottomelara 127mm gun for 20mm oil-licking sea rangers, 8 Exocet anti-ship missiles, 32 VLS cells for VL-MEKA anti-aircraft missiles, and 2 twin 324mm torpedo tubes for the MU-90 torpedo. On the sensor side, Al-Aziz appears to use either Thales Tacticos or Atlas ANCS CMS, although no public confirmation exists. She is equipped with Thales NS-110 for the AISA radar, SATCOM, towed array sonar, and Thales Scorpion 2 ECM and ESM. However, back in 2023, TKMS also showed their MEKO A-200 concept to Australia. This configuration shows a significant evolution of the original A-200 design, featuring a CAFA radar and a full weapon suite that match Australian inventory, including the Mark 41 VLS system. This new design wouldn't possible for a quick overseas build as specified in the requirement, but it can be a solution for Australian builders to produce locally should TKMS win. For the past few years, MHI has been struggling to sell its 30 FFM design overseas, so this is the real chance to finally achieve this goal. The Mogami class is currently in production and in service with the GMSDF. A total of 22 ships were originally planned, but later reduced to only 12. The ship requirement is specified as an ASW frigate with main warfare and patrol as its focus. The Mogami class has a length of 133 meter, beam of 16.3 meter, and displacement of 5,500 tons. Powered with Kodak propulsion, she has a maximum speed of over 30 knots. Relying on automation, she has a complement of just 90 personnel and a flight deck and hangar for a medium-sized helicopter. Mogami class is equipped with a Mark 45 127mm gun, a Type 17 anti-ship missile, 2 triple-launch torpedoes for Type 97 lightweight torpedo, and short air defense with SIRAM. Mogami is designed to receive a 16-cell Mark 41 VLS system. However, as of right now, only the 7 and 8 ships currently fitting out with the VLS are now underway. The remaining fleet is scheduled to receive Mark 41 at a later, yet to be determined date. Mogami sensor and CMS are also bespoke Japanese development. These include OPY2 AISA radar, OQ25 variable depth sonar, OQ11 mine hunting sonar, and OYQ1 CMS. Like TKMS, MHI also showcased the new version of Mogami this year called Upgraded Mogami. It's an evolution of the original design with greater displacement and double VLS capacity, but with a targeted cruise size intended to match Mogami. Again, same as MEKO A-200, the new design wouldn't be possible for delivery in 2029 since MHI itself anticipates beginning construction of the upgraded Mogami in 2027. Looking at both capabilities side by side, looks like the MEKO A-200 is closer to what the RAN is looking for. She has an all-rounder capability for air defense, anti-surface, and submarine warfare. Building it should not be a problem since the exact exemplar is already in service too. The case is different with Mogami. Even though Mogami can be equipped with VLS and 2 of them are currently being fitted by one, they have to test this capability further, which can take some time beyond the 2025 decision time. Not forget to mention about Japanese policy regarding the export of military equipment. They did ease this restriction by transferring radars and patrol boats to the Philippines, but this can be considered small in comparison to a warship export. Aspects like the transfer of the design and local production might not be the biggest problem of this program. The time gap between 2026 and 2029 could be used for setting up the tools required to build the ship on Australian soil. The time frame, however, is undoubtedly the biggest challenge. Recent reporting suggests the final decision about the winner may not occur until after the next federal election in Australia, which is expected to be held in May. Pending the outcome of the election and parliamentary process, the decision might be made in fourth quarter of 2025. And that's it for today. MEKO A-200 and Mogami frigates. Which one do you think is the best choice for Australia? And which one is your favorite? Share with us in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.